Okay, so I love my DJI Osmo Action 4 specifically because of its enhanced audio capabilities when it comes to being able to accept USB audio sources. And with the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro being on the horizon, potentially released next week, there's one feature that I saw that no one's talked about that I think could be a huge game changer when it comes to how this camera performs for a lot of you out there. And while I don't necessarily like making these kinds of rumor speculation videos, I think this particular feature may warrant that. And what I'm talking about is, if you haven't seen it, the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro has been touted as having something called OsmoAudio. Now, that's a new term for me, and I can only imagine, well, I have a few ideas of what that could mean. Specifically, it has to be something big because they have named it OsmoAudio. They've given it a formal name, something that they have, that DJI is doing that they have not implemented on any other product of theirs in the past, and something I think that differentiates itself from every other camera and how it handles audio. Now, DJI has been, in my opinion, a trailblazer when it comes to how they implement audio in their action cameras and their Pocket 3 with their USB-C capabilities and their DJI mic compatibility. And so when I hear that, the Action 5 Pro could have Osmo audio, I think immediately that it is going to have the ability to record separate audio wave files independently of the MP4 files that it records for video. And specifically, I think those wave files will be in 32-bit float. Now, this might sound like a big deal, and 32-bit float is one of those buzzwords, seemingly marketing terms to get people to buy into having better audio. But for a lot of you, specifically those of you who create moto content, whether that be on motorcycles, in cars with engine noise, or any place that is loud and you want to capture high quality audio, 32-bit float internal recordings can be a huge game changer. I mean, think about it this way, right? Imagine you are on your motorcycle, you have your Action 4 mounted, you want to capture engine noise, but you also want to motovlog. So you have a DJI Mic 2, and hopefully the Action 5 Pro will be able to accommodate 2 transmitters without the need of a receiver, much like the Pocket 3, unlike the Action 4, which only accommodates 1 receiver, 1 transmitter natively. I hope that the Action 5 Pro will be able to accommodate 2 transmitters. But say you have a transmitter and you are vlogging in your helmet, and that audio is being recorded into your video file on the Action 5 Pro. The Action 5 Pro could also potentially record a backup audio track in stereo in 32-bit float of the internal microphones of the camera, much like I think the Pocket 3 does that, right? It can record the internal microphones on a separate track. But if they were in 32-bit float, it gives you a backup for those extra loud scenarios where things like engine noise typically would clip any kind of audio recording. And I think one of the things that reinforces this is the idea that the Action 5 Pro will have not only the ability to write to a micro SD card, but also like 47 gigabytes of internal storage itself. So I think that one of the reasons they've implemented that is that so that they can write those larger 32-bit float audio files to the internal memory and not worry about storage space for 4K video files. I don't know. It could be something super interesting because I, for one, think that DJI already has implemented 32-bit float technology in their Mic 2s. And so why would they not want to trailblaze the audio world in cameras by implementing that within their internal microphones? They could also go so far as to create some kind of 32-bit float audio interface for external microphones. I mean, the possibilities are endless, and because I think DJI has in the past not shied away from doing things differently, see their USB audio, generic USB audio, compared to how GoPro or Insta360 have proprietary USB audio interfaces, I would not be surprised if OsmoAudio means some kind of 32-bit float backup recording in camera. And that would essentially make, I think, the DJI Action 5 Pro the first camera that does internal 32-bit float recording without the need of some kind of external device like the Panasonic GH7, which has the ability to record 32-bit float audio, but you need another $500 XLR adapter add-on to be able to unlock that feature. So here's hoping for all of you moto folks out there who have been frustrated by clipped audio internally on your camera's microphones, that 32-bit float internal recording is coming, maybe as soon as next week. But let me know your thoughts. Are you excited about the DJI Action 5 Pro and some of its new capabilities? Are you looking to get one? Do you want me to get one and answer all the audio questions that you might have? Let me know down in the comments below. So thanks for hanging out, and we'll talk again real soon.